drum, achieve success with Global.Media.com and celebrate it with or without champagne.
Welcome, my friends. I don't finish one event before I start another one. I try to, of course. Welcome. It is a joy to be here. I wanted to do this room because it is the last one before Christmas for me. Michelle, you're the star. Of course, I mean that sincerely. Of course, I've seen your articles, your publications, your local paper, your articles on Medium. I guess and those long videos, Michelle, those long videos you send me, of your tiki-toki, and people protesting about things and the injustices that the world does to people. Well done, you. So truly, I mean, you are. I look up to so many people, and you're definitely one of those I look up to, Michelle, because you are tenacious, you don't give up, and you literally you fight for what you know is right. Well done. Keep going. Even when the world is slow to respond, you still keep going, right? Well done. That's what the world needs. More people like you. Dr. Lisa. Oh, okay. Anyone who knows my thing today is all about Paulette's book, right? Oh, So my friend Lisa has bought her own book. That's I'm so grateful. Yeah, so that makes my day. Yeah, look, I always say I treat my clients' work, my clients' projects, my clients. I guess whether it's a book, whether it's their products, the service that we're marketing, I do treat them as if they're mine, right? Oh, Dr. Melissa wants a link to the book to buy the book. Okay. All right, Annie, just come and just send a link on StreamYard. Joni, come to my next party. It's such a joy to see many people buying Paulette's book. Look, if anyone deserves all our support, it's definitely Paulette. Paulette deserves everyone to give her the helping hand that we want, that she wants to make her book an international bestseller, and that's what I'm committed to do. That's what I want to do for her. I want everyone to buy the book now. Today is the launch price, right? After today, the price goes up. The price goes up to normal price. So the book is in the UK. It is effective. It's not effectively. It is £1.49 in the US. The book is $2.99. Yeah, I'm saying now, with every purchase that we make, every one of you that buys a copy, we get closer and closer to being the bestsellers. If you're wondering what a bestseller means that Paulette's book sells more copies, more books in the categories that the book is in. So the book is normally in children's ebooks, so children's books, school and education. I'm looking at just a few of our categories. So again, children's books, dealing with new experiences, children's books, children who experience abuse, because Paulette writes a lot for children in care, children in state care in the UK, children in state care anywhere in the world, really. That's why I'm so driven to support the work she does. I don't know, what have I just done? Okay, so Melissa Houston wants the link, so I'm going to send her the link for the US. If you want the link to Paulette's book, please don't be shy. Just message me. I'll do my best. My DM is a bit like Twitter at best of times, where everything is just going and going and going and going and going. But I know, I'd rather that, right? Or I'd rather that than having nothing going on my social media feed. So who's asking for the link? Right, Melissa Houston, I just sent you the link. There you go. Hopefully she will respond and buy the book. I say now, and it gives me the greatest joy to know. So yesterday we did the book launch for Dr. Roxana's Family Wealth Secrets: Strategies to Build Wealth book. And I think we right now, I think we were on 8 bestsellers across 3 countries, and 2 hot new releases. That, my friends, all gives me joy. So I promise to make my friends superstars. I promise to make my friends, famous for life, and to build a brand authority for long term. And I think making people bestsellers, making their books bestsellers, is definitely one of the ways that will make you and your book stand out. Now, of course, you weren't there when Paulette and I were talking in backstage after the event. And so I guess not many know that when you have that gold, when you're a bestseller, of course, Amazon knows that you won the categories, and that's a badge you get to have for life. It's a title that you can forever use, knowing that honestly you won the title fair and square. So there's many people who do bestsellers, and what they do is find a way to put their book onto Amazon Prime, so that it's free. It's not a trick. It's just it's a method, right? So essentially, they send to people, go to Amazon Prime, go and download the book for free. Which might help, but I'd rather sell books. I want my authors to have money in the bank. I want my authors to have those category wins, the wins that stay with them forever, and that puts money in the bank as well. So when you win a category, that is saying that your book is number 1 in the whole world for those categories on that particular day. Today's Paulette's day. Tuesday is the day for Paulette. Yesterday was a day for Professor Roxana. I guess I love the competition. I love the idea. I love how people that you and I know, books that you and I read, are number 1 bestsellers. It is remarkable to have the ability that I think, it's not I think, that I know we have to make people best-selling authors. That's one of my greatest gifts to the world. It really is. I love having that ability. And I won't lie to you. It's not necessarily all my work. I know what I need. I will push my friends. I push my author friends to do what they have to do. Now, if you listen to me very carefully today, you'd heard me say we have a clean sweep in Australia. So now, Paulette, concentrate your efforts on getting your friends in the UK, in the US, and in Canada to buy the book. Do whatever that takes. Literally DM them, call them, do whatever it takes. Get more people in those places to buy the book. Those are the categories that matter most now. I shan't tell you, what the score is in Australia, but I think we're doing well. We're doing well enough for me to be happy to say move on to somewhere else. And and every day we'll do a book launch, my friends. I am up all night. I was up all night. I had 2 hours sleep, and then woke up to do Paulette's email. Because there's so much more that we do apart from just me choosing categories that I know your book will resonate with and also can win. So we do a lot of we'll do emails. And I say, we've been doing emails for the last 4 days now, which I do for all my authors. We'll send emails to your email list to get your family and friends energized, enthused to come and buy the book on the day. Now, of course, we do social media posts. That means we have to create content. So it's all part of the fun of what I do, and that's what keeps me awake. Of course, doing 2 books, so 1 book yesterday, 1 bestseller today, means almost super stressed. Heightened state of arousal is the word I'm looking for. Heightened state of, being awake and being intent on getting the results I want for my clients. So, and again, it's not as simple as 24 hours. It was 24 hours. It depends what time zone you're in, right? What's it worse? And so we tend to work with PST, Pacific Standard Time in US. That means that we start 9 hours behind UK. So in that 9 hours, that means 9 a.m. is when my party really starts. Do the schools get counted? No. Sometimes Amazon is very slow to process orders. Oh, look at that. Thank you. That's beautiful. When the wife brings you food, you gotta celebrate, right? So I'll eat that when someone else comes on stage and someone's talking. Yeah, what would I call them? Kebab? No, wraps. That's the mince, vegetables, and cheese. Oh, I like that. Yeah, that would make me very unhealthy, but hell, I like that. Anyway, look. My point is that there's a lot that goes on in the background when it comes to these bestseller things that people don't see. But to be able to make my friends sit on top of the world, make their book literally, not literally, make their book #1 on Amazon with the numbers and the facts and the pictures to prove it. That is glorious. But of course, that's one of the things I do. I publish books, I write books, I sell books. That's what I exist to do for my friends and my clients. So today's conversation, I guess, I wanted to do this because this is our last show before Christmas. I'm going to be off from Monday. I got a few things to do on Monday, but literally I'm going to be off. And everyone will be asking, where's Annie? Where's Annie? And Annie is going to be sitting down, and he's going to be drinking, and he's going to be eating rather than coming to do more events, right? So, but please, I would love to hear your thoughts on our topics. And our topic is, I think it's an important one. You see, at this time of year, everyone goes crazy. They go, crazy about 2025. 2025 is coming. Don't we know it? Don't we know 2025 is coming? Of course we know it's coming, right? A lot of people will start going into the goal setting as if that is the only thing that matters. That's the only thing that's going to get you to achieve your goal. My friends, if you think that, you're going to be wrong. It's all right. Goal setting is important. Don't get me wrong. Goal setting is hugely important. But goal setting goals alone is not going to make you or help you achieve your goal in 2025 or in 2020 or in any other year, to be fair, right? So my question for you today is, what really does it take to prepare? What does it take to be ready to achieve our goal in 2025? Our goal being that big idea that we have in our mind. That big idea is going to transform the world. Lisa, welcome. I don't know whether you hear me celebrate that you bought Paulette's book. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you buying a book. Of course, I appreciate you, because you are my best friend on LinkedIn. So maybe in life as a whole. Welcome, Lisa. Glad you're here. Shola, of course, I see you. Please, now you're welcome to come on stage. Any of you, if you want to come on stage, please feel free. Shola, which link would you like? The link to come on stage, the link to Paulette's book? Send me the link. I play with many links in the course of a day, right? Christiana, I see you. I hope that's you, Christiana. William, welcome as well. I see you all. Anyway, so look, this room was born out of, I guess, the realization that many people have big dreams. They've got big plans in their minds, but they have no idea how they're going to achieve those big plans, how to actually make those big dreams become a reality. Can we achieve big things? Of course we can. Can I? Yes, I can. Yes, you can. Yes, yes, yes. But it's all about doing the right things. It's all about understanding how to go from idea to to actually achieve the goal. That's probably the best way I can put it. A lot of people think a lot of people wish to be successful. They wish to achieve their bold idea. They wish to transform their life. They wish to do something that's going to transform humanity. Alas, I think, because we know there's a big gap between what people wish and what they actually do in the end, right? And this room is all about helping people to truly move towards achieving rather than just wishing. Yeah. And like I said, my question today is, what does it take to truly do? I can speak from experience. I can only speak from my experience of running a business. But I'll come to that in good time. So I'm going to share a bit of my experience with you. I'm going to share a bit of, I guess, theory with you. I'm also going to share a bit of mindset because I think all these things are important. The mindset element of achieving our bold idea. And also I will share some of the reality perspectives or issues that can help us or hinder us. Okay. Let's begin the conversation. Like I keep saying, if you're welcome to come on stage. If you want the StreamYard link, please just let me know. I will happily share the link with you. I don't think I've shared the link in the comments, so I better go and do that first, right? Before I start. If I share the link in the comments on here, you can't just click on it and come to the studio. What you do is you copy and paste the link into your browser, into a new window in your browser. And then it will bring you to the stage, to StreamYard to the stage. That's how it works. And lots of people will message me and say, "Oh, I can't. I can't. The link's not working." The link's working, of course, because I'm on the link, right? Yeah, but it's knowing that you have to copy the link into your browser and then start from there. Of course, I'm still sending more DMs as we go. Okay, fine. Now, so back to my point. 2025 is as good a time to achieve your bold idea as any other time. Is it too late in 2024? I don't know. Is it? I don't know. I really don't know. So no, you have effectively 2 weeks left. What's today? 17th. So you got less than 2 weeks. And a lot of that is bank holidays. Christmas is bank holiday, so it means no work. Boxing Day, bank holiday, means no work. I'm saying no. So 2025 is our next best bet. Now, what can we achieve in 2025? Because the question is, what is your bold idea? What's your idea that's going to transform humanity? What's your mission? What are you working on that is truly going to transform the world, transform your life, transform the life of the people you exist to serve? Do you have that big idea? If you do, I guess 2025 is as good a time to achieve that bold idea as any other time. So maybe I'll tell you the first truth, my friend. If you're going to achieve your goal in 2025, it's not big enough. We all need to think bigger. We need to think, bigger, something that's going to challenge us. And I'm going to come back to this when I start talking about the theory of setting goals. We need to set ourselves up for a transformation for ourselves, for our families, a transformation for our clients, a transformation for the world we live in. If we set ourselves goals at if we set if we're aiming for bold ideas or goals that are too low, that's not really a goal, right? You're not going to be excited to achieve something that's easy to achieve. Now, people are driven by those very, very hard goals. You see, now the point of setting goals is that it gives us all sorts of good things. It gives us direction. It gives us a way, a way to be. It gives us, some sort of plan, even if it's just in our mind where we're trying to get to. That's all good. Like I say, we hear a lot of goal setting. I was on goal setting on Monday, so I get why people talk about goals and goal setting. I say, the problem is that our goals and setting goals alone will not get us there. Lois, welcome. Glad you're here. Shala, I thought you bought the book. Okay. Let me give you the link in .co.uk. What do you do when your keyboard starts running out when you can't see many of the letters anymore? I guess you buy a new keyboard, right? Okay. Shala, I just sent you the link in your DM. So please have a look if you haven't bought the book yet. And then scoot along and buy the book. Oh no, that's not Shala my comment. Where are you? You're there somewhere, Shala. I've sent so many DMs already. Right. My son and his friends are being noisy downstairs. I don't know why. I'm being forced to suffer. Shala, you bought yesterday's book. You haven't bought Tuesday's book. Fine. Okay. There you go, Shala. I just sent you the link to your DM. Okay, my friends, here goes. Let me focus on our conversation. Of course, now please do not be shy. If you want to come in the studio, do come in the studio. I'm going to share the StreamYard link before I return to what I was saying. All right, so where's the StreamYard link? There's the StreamYard link. All right. So StreamYard link I've just shared in the comments. You have to copy and paste it into your browser, my friends. Don't expect to click on the link and it will bring you anywhere. Okay, now let me find my event page. Yeah, and I'll put a link there as well. That way, if you want to join, then just click on the link and come and join us. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Okay. That's me. Okay, I found something. I was wondering what that was. Okay, I found it. Sorry about that. Cyrus, I know, of course, you're a good talker, so I love to come on stage, Cyrus. Let's talk about it. Let's talk honestly, because I think you have the experience that we can learn from. So I think today's going to be literally sharing our reality. That's what I want to do. So many of us have been in business for a long time, for a year, more than a year. So let's truly share the truth with those who are here. I want the audience to say, yeah, okay, that makes sense to me. I see that. But someone might just say, you know what, I didn't think of that. That's something new that I'm truly gonna have to work on, plan for, plan against, whatever. Now, Sarah says, in 2025, I'll publish my story to promote accountability and take a stand against misogyny, racism, ageism, and all forms of discrimination. It sounds, of course, I know your book is coming, Sarah. So I'm excited for you. I'm excited with you. Just put in the StreamYard link in the comments. Like I said, join the studio is what I say. You can come on. You can join the studio and keep your camera off if that's what you prefer. Yeah. Would I like to see you? Of course, but I don't have to see you. The good thing in my life is I know many of my friends. I know what you look like already. I'm sure many of us know what. There's a picture there that tells what you look like. Yeah, so you can keep your camera off as long as we can hear you clearly. Then you're more than welcome to come on stage. Okay, right. Okay. Look, I keep mentioning this issue of goals. Your bold idea is not your goal. Maybe it is. I don't think it should be. Your bold idea is the creation that you're going to leave humanity with. Is a creation you're going to do for us, for your clients, for your target audience to benefit from, right? Of course, your bold idea can be broken down into goals. I said because goals give you a context to think about your bold idea. It gives you big picture thinking. When you have goals, then you can almost map out the steps to where you want to get to. The point of doing all of that is that if we know where we're trying to get to, if we have a sense of direction, we tend to focus better to achieve, whatever we want to achieve. Whether you call it a goal or whether you call it your bold idea, but essentially, you want to be successful to create what you want to create. Now, you can have goals and have no bold idea. You can have bold idea that said are not goals. But here's the thing: if you set goals to achieve your bold, the steps to achieve your bold idea, then you got something to aspire to, something to motivate you. Paulette mentioned it earlier, something that's going to help you put your best foot forward. You see, there is something called goal setting theory. And it is a theory of motivation. There's many theories of motivation, my friend. There's theory that says pay them more. The theory that says don't pay them anything. There's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. There's many theories of motivation. Theories to help us get people moving and doing to get to where they want to get to. You see, I mentioned goal setting theory because I guess it explains how setting goals affects our behavior. If you set goals, more chance you're going to try and work towards them. More, and it gives you better understanding of what you're trying to achieve. Of course, it helps you to be more focused, harder working. What I guess that thing we call persistence, to keep at it and to keep your energy up as you do whatever this thing is, right? There's 5 simple, I guess, principles when it comes to goal setting theory. And I start here because I think this is where everything starts, right? So your goals, the goal that you set, your goal to get to your bold idea, it has to give you motivation. It has to keep you motivated. Hello, Ollie. How are you? And I said, so whatever goal you set must keep you. It must give you that clarity. And a lot of people don't have clarity. And the reason I think is because they don't write their goals down. They think. Let me give you a simple example. I want to write a book. Yes. Of course you want to write a book, right? And in their mind, they're very clear that they want to write a book. In my mind, it's clear they want to write a book too. What's not clear is what type of book? What needs to go in the book? How long will it take to write? Who's the book for? You see, and what happens is that they spend their time, Ollie, they spend their time going around in circles, right? They're going to spend their time thinking, this could go in it, that could go in it, that could go in it, that could go in it. Like, have you written your book yet? No, because I haven't got structure. I haven't got clarity. until you create. When you have clarity, you can create a structure. In the book terms, you can create book chapters. You can write down who the book's for, your target audience, your readers, and then suddenly, with that clarity, we'll begin to ask real questions. What is the end point that you're trying to? What's the end point you want your readers to get to? What do you want them to learn? And then you can start writing your book. Now, once you know that with clarity, that's what I'm trying to tell them. Then you can tell them, right? So that's important to have clarity. If you're not clear, you almost certainly will not get to where you want to get to. Your bold idea is still what I call a wish. You want it to be, I guess, something that you can see, something that you believe, something that you are clear about, something that you're committed to, something that truly drives you. Only by having clarity can you have that sense of, everything, I can do this, I must do this, I know what I need to do, and I will get on with it. So the second thing that clarity, that having a clear goal of what your bold idea is will give you is that sense of challenge. Now, I said again just now, if your goal doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. Again, look, I've tried this. I tried this when I work with my mindset coach, Donna Martin, right? Annie, what do you want to achieve? Now, what's your goal, Annie? What's your goal? What's a big idea? Okay, I want a big house. And she's like, where do you live now? I'm like, I got a big house. And she's like, oh. So where's the challenge, Annie? I'm like, I want a bigger house. It's like, no, that's not how it works, right? You have to truly set yourself a target that you've never achieved before. A target that will stretch you, a target that will use everything you've got. Look, again, what I'm going to have the argument about you saying to me, Annie, I don't like to set big goals. I want to start small. I want to take little steps. I think that's just you lying to yourself and saying, I don't want to say what the big goal is in case I don't get there. Don't be that person. Say what the big goal is. Tell yourself what that big goal is. Because when you set that big goal, challenging goal, that stretching goal, everything else comes into play. See, when you set that huge goal, this is what I've learned, right? When you set that big goal, you have to be a different person to achieve it. You have to grow to achieve it. You grow intellectually, spiritually, skill-wise. I could carry that. And but you have to grow in every way. The person that's going to achieve your bold idea, it's not who you are today. Otherwise, you'd have achieved it already. I'm sure you get that, right? The reason you're not a millionaire today is because you haven't evolved enough to become that person who earns £1 million a year, $1 million a year. And when you become that person, you will be naturally a different person to who you are today. And unless your bold idea is stretched, it's truly challenging, it's so hard, then you are literally you're thinking too small. Again, I'm not saying every idea must be to fly to the moon and back. I'm saying that even if your idea is to create staplers, to create batteries, to create mobile phone cases, the challenging part could be how those phone cases work. What materials are they made of? How they're different to other people's phone cases. Now, what do they solve for your clients that current phone cases don't solve? And then how do you get those products of yours into the hands of 10 million people in 2025? See, that's a challenge, right? Don't just aim to sell 10, 20 and see how it goes. Dare to dream, dare to do. I love that concept. We can all dream, we can all do, but of course, my conversation today is how do you then apply what you've dreamt and to make it a reality. Anyway, don't go for small goals. It doesn't motivate you. It doesn't drive you. Go for goals that truly will give you fulfillment, but will change your life. Will change the lives of everyone. Maybe change humanity. So I know Lisa talks menopause, for example. I'm saying, can your solution be the solution for everyone? Can it change the world of people in menopause? Can it change how they do things? Can it change the medical system? I could carry on saying, but literally, let's be the ones that truly dare to dream. Let's dream big. That's Dr. Roxana is probably a good example for me, right? Dr. Roxana, when I spoke to her last year, or I said no, this year, earlier this year, and she was like, I want to write books. I want to be published. I'm like, Dr. Roxana, it's doable. We'll do it. We'll do it. So just bear with me. And now the woman has she's on book number 7, of which 2 have won 22 awards and counting. That's a big enough dream. That's a big enough goal. That's an objective. That's huge, right? If you don't think that's huge, then I'm saying to you, then you realize there's scope for you to dream bigger. Now's the time. We can do, right? We really can. Yes, Oli, as I'll come to you in a second, my friend. Welcome, Professor Roxana. I'm glad you're here. So I say we are on at the moment. I think we're on 8 bestsellers and 2 hot new releases for your book, Raging Waters. That, my friend, gives me the biggest joy in the world. And I know there's probably more awards to come before my evening's finished. But Professor Roxana, you're a star. But you know that already, right? Anyway, look. When we set the right goals, my friends, we find commitment. See, I learned again. A wish is a wish. A wish is something I want to happen. When you turn that wish into goals, when you turn that wish into something that I must do, it has to resonate with your soul. I mean, it has to truly be in your soul. It has to be something that you wake up every day and do. Something that you're willing to do every day. Something that, if you don't do it, it causes you pain not to do it. It causes you pain not to work towards it. So having a clear goal gives you that sense of commitment, that drive, that reason to follow through. You have to truly commit to your goal. I'll come back to this point. What does it really mean to commit? I guess I'll come back to that in good time. Look, so one reason for setting our goals is that we can basically always look back and see how far we've gone, how well we're doing. I will progressing. I will working towards what we're trying to achieve, our bold idea. If you don't set yourself any goals, then you never know, right? How many people do you know who say, "I'll do that"? I'll do that this year, and then this year is almost finished. They haven't done anything. They haven't even started. So we're setting goals and looking back on your goals, reviewing your goals and your performance and your progress puts you on a path to get nearer to your bold idea. My last point on goal setting theory is that it's very easy for us to feel overwhelmed. I want to publish 10,000 books, for example. That's my plan. That's my goal. That's my bold idea. I make 10,000 authors famous and have all the better, and maybe have a legacy. Change the world with their writing, with their coaching, with their thinking, or they build from the writing experiences. When I say 10,000 books, there's little one me. It can feel like, how are you going to do that? And give it up, right? But what we do when we set goals is break down the complexity into smaller chunks. Now, I'm sure you're going to hear this many times. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So to me, having set my goal and having started towards it this year, now my aim, my goal is to publish 1,000 books a year. Even that still sounds daunting, right? But that will achieve my financial goals, my personal goals, my business goals, and all my other goals. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. Anyway. It's all right. Calm down. Sorry, all those beeps are results for Paulette's book. Okay, I've achieved my part of my goal for the day. If you haven't bought the book yet, please go and buy the book. Right, my friends. If you set your goals properly, you'll break down the complex and what can feel overwhelming into smaller, manageable chunks, so you can actually see the light at the end of the tunnel and be more motivated to actually get there. So goal setting is very important. Well, like I say, my friends, it's not enough. You think that's going to be enough? It's not. Ollie, how are you doing? You're muted, Ollie, I think.
Yeah, of course. I was waiting patiently to welcome everyone, including Lisa, who invited me to join your session. And welcome Shola, Christiana, William, and Luz, Cyrus, and Professor Roxana. So welcome and feel free to join the stage, because it's great to have wisdom. There is W-E in wisdom, not only W-I. And something that I was really remembering about the session about Paulette's book was, of course, it's great to have financial metrics or how much people bought the book. But at the same time, her message was more like, I will really feel successful if the most amount of children will be able to read the book. Because there is also something that I realized myself. I have probably hundreds of books physically and hundreds of books in my Kindle. Like each week, I probably buy 1 or 2 books. But then, what to do with these books? If books are bought but not read, this is useless. We need also to read books. Another anecdote is that I was discovering a few people through my participation to 2 of the 4 anthologies of CJ and Susanna, Beyond Boundaries and Remember Cause. And I was connecting with someone who sadly passed away a few months ago. And if it was not for CJ, I would not be able to discover this person. And I was having an audio room with her a few months ago, like a few weeks before she passed away. And because I was a co-author in this anthology in January, I was not reading her story. I was aware about her story when CJ voices it. And so it's really daunting for me to realize that I have probably 140 plus Kindle books, but do I read them? What matters if you have only to have 5 books, but you read them, it's more important than to have in your library 140 books that you never read. So that's my point. It's good to know, oh, you sold thousands and thousands of books, but who is reading them? Who is impacted by your story, your messages? That's for me the most important, because it's embarked with the heart. It's not only about the vanity metrics of, oh, I have 1,000 likes, oh, I have 1,000 views. It's about how 1,000 people are touched by the message that you are sending to us. And with that, I am yielding the mic. And thank you, Reni, for at least letting me voice. And welcome everyone on stage. There is a link. So come join. Thank you. Bye. Oh, and you are muted.
Sorry, it's a big red thing on my screen telling me I'm muted, right? Ollie, come back. So leadership is influence, giving people value. The same with writing a book. It's in my opinion for others, giving them value with your book. Writing down your stories, pushing yourself beyond your limits. Yeah, it can be. So when we overcome challenges, we create opportunities to grow. Knowledge becomes valuable if we share it with others. Knowing yourself is where the wisdom begins. I couldn't agree more. I totally agree with you. Look, I think for me, there's many different parts of this that I think are relevant to my conversation today. Of course, your bold idea must give people value. That's the point, right? If you create something that is that's pointless, that doesn't solve people's problem, they're not going to have any interest in your solution. Of course, to give people value, you have to come up with a great a solution, a great idea. I can't say that enough, right? I really can't say that enough. I'm saying, if you don't have a unique solution, please, figure one out. At least figure out how to do things better than the others. You see, for me, yes, I do something. I do publishing, which many other people do. I do events like this. I manage events for people, of course. I do book marketing. Again, I'm not unique in that sense. See that, but where I'm unique is in my ways of doing things. I don't say that lightly. Again, yes, I've got my way of doing things. Yes, I've got my way of relating to my customers. I got this sense of I truly love my customers. You've seen it, my friend. You've seen it. When what I do for my clients is what I'll do for me. And every client who pays me gets that service. I will not sleep. I will not rest until I find a solution to their issue. That makes me unique. The fact that I can guarantee your bestseller makes me unique too. I've never heard anyone say they can guarantee it. But I know I can, and I guess I've done this so many times now. I remember the first time I did a bestseller. For a client, and literally she came out of the blue. Jumped up on my WhatsApp. Can you help me get a bestseller for my book? I'm like, yeah, of course. Let me do what I know I can do. Where's the book? Oh, it's not published yet. Like, what do you mean? I need someone to publish the book. I'm like, huh? Can you publish a book? That's the first book I ever published. I learned very quickly how to publish books. And I learned that bestseller and book publishing go together. And others just publish books and they leave, even the biggest traditional publishers don't guarantee bestsellers. Now, they might guarantee you a bestseller, whereas now I can guarantee my clients, my friends, international bestsellers in several categories. And definitely the lowest we've achieved is Jay's bestseller, where we've got 5 bestsellers. Whereas today and Paulette's, let's say we've achieved several bestsellers already. So I know that the dream, any promises, is true, and so that's what makes me unique. Again, events I do, not many have linked books to events. Whereas I've managed to do that, and so each day will deliver. Each day will deliver better. Will deliver more. And it's a journey. So look, my friends, create a solution that people need. If you think you have a solution that people need, which I'm sure you do, right? Find out what it would take for them to buy and engage with you. If they're not buying, don't sit there twiddling your thumb saying they're not buying, they're not buying. Yes, of course, option one is persist. Persist. Keep pushing, keep getting in front of them. Whether it's on Cyrus's podcast, whether it's on my events, whether it's on someone else's events, I say keep pushing. Don't hold your hands and say, I don't know why they're just not buying. Go and find out why. Best way to find out why, my friends, is talk to them. Ask them a question. What is missing? And so many people are not brave enough to ask that question. They rather play the game of ignorance. I don't know why they're not buying, and hope things will change. If you can't find that yourself, work out for yourself why they're not buying. Because I say that because I think you have the answer. But I think many people are not willing to be honest with themselves. Many people are not willing to do what it takes. I don't know whether they hope that their clients will change overnight and suddenly, get to love them, trust them, actually want to do business with them. But I say, no, you go and find out why. Which brings me to some of the realities. You see, look, I think your mindset is probably your biggest issue when it comes to achieving your bold idea. When I say your mindset, I mean our mind plays tricks on us, right? So you've got your goal. You know what you want to achieve. You know how you're going to do it. You know you're going to serve. You know how this is meant to work. By June, you're kicking. You are doing. You are busy. You're serving the world. The money's coming in. If only. If only. Let's see the reality, right? I think our mindset is where we must start. I use the word prepare deliberately in my description for this event. Today is about getting ready to achieve your goal. Are you ready to achieve your goal? So mindset is an issue of how we think, how we feel, how we behave, maybe also even how we see things. So the first part of mindset that I had to learn was, it's all right having your goal, Lenny, but how do you feel about achieving your bold idea? How do you feel about achieving your goal? And I was like, I'll be happy. Of course I'll be happy. They're like, is that it? I'm like, yeah. It's like, that's not good enough. Right, back to again, your goal, your bold idea. Your bold idea, my friends, doesn't just make you happy. Achieving your bold idea is a culmination of your life's work, your mission in life, the reason you exist, your sole reason for being. Achieving your bold idea is what's going to transform your life, your clients' lives, the world. It's going to change the world for so many people. So achieving it is not just, oh, I'll be happy. No, it has to bring proper fulfillment. It has to change your life financially. It has to change your life in every way. Unless you feel your goal, and you can see every day, as I was told, any feeling is the secret. I was like, no, I feel it. No, I feel it. I want those 10,000 books. I feel it. And I'd go in my garden and I'll stand there and I'll visualize a library full of 10,000 books. And I literally ran around, all around me. I can see different book titles. I can see how it looks. I can see, maybe I can see the joy of having this 10,000 book library in my house, right? Anyway, look, and still I knew I was short. I knew there was something missing. See, to truly feel, I think you have to ask yourself that big question. You've heard this many times, my friends. What's your why? What's the why? Can you link achieving your bold idea to your why. Oh, okay. That's how you really feel it, right? So now then you work out, okay, your bold idea is a vehicle to transforming your life. What does transforming your life mean? It means my child, my wife have a different lifestyle. They have the life of joy, the life of financial freedom that they desire. Now, what joy would that reality that I've created, financial freedom, joy, holidays several times a year, driving that blue Bentley I keep talking about, what difference did that make to my life? It will transform my lives. So now I have to feel the joy of my life transformed. I hope that makes sense to you. It took me a long time to get it. I had to read several books on feeling your goal, feeling your bold idea. If you don't feel it, you're not going to get there. If you don't feel it, if you can't see the transformation that achieving this goal is going to bring to your life, and truly fall in love with that transformation, fall in love with your new life has going to be, then you're not going to be, you won't have enough to get there, my friends. Now today, I decided, okay, I'm going to do this event because I choose to. It's my last one of this before Christmas or onto the new year. And thankfully Oli came up with talk. But if anyone comes to talk, I'll be overjoyed. I would love to talk with you. I'd love to hear what your goals are, what your big idea is, and what's your reality of working towards those big ideas are. What's your reality of building a business? But if someone doesn't come up, I'm still going to enjoy talking to you about my experiences, my insights. I'm saying that's the feeling that goes with, I've set a goal, I'm going to do it. Why am I doing it? And that once you have all those in place, then you're going to enjoy the journey. You're going to enjoy the experience. For my friends, the journey will be long. Like it or not, it's going to be a long journey. Big goals, big challenge, big impact, big bold idea. You're not going to achieve in 2025, by the way. Sorry. I hate to say this, right? You'll be lucky if you start. That's what I'm talking about at this side of the year. If all you take from this today, my friends, is this simple logic. What are you waiting for? Start now. Don't wait till January 1st. What's going to happen January 1st? It's another day. Start now. The reason I say start now is because maybe, I learned, going back to the mindset point, that there is a spiritual element to everything we do. Until you commit to something, until you believe that you can do it, until you believe you can achieve your bold idea, the things you need, the things you want to help you to achieve it will not come in front of you. Those things might just be there already, in truth, but you're not going to see them for what they are as a vehicle to your success. Only when you commit, only when you start, that you begin to see things that can help you. Who can help you? William says he wants to write a book. So then he finds someone to help him write a book. William says he wants to be a bestseller, and now the book is written, and the book's now is being talked about in places. Suddenly he finds he finds Margaret. We do events for him. He finds all of you who buy the book. And it's now a bestseller, international best-selling author. I'm saying only when you commit do you find the people, the things, the opportunities to achieve your goal. Don't wait till when you're ready. Start now, right now. Commit to your goal, your bold idea. Commit to your bold idea. Commit to achieving that joy, that immense greatness that's within you. And then begin. Like I say, When I started a business, I had a couple of years to think about my marketing agency. I left my last role in 2013. I walked away with good money, redundancy, and I thought, I'm going to start a marketing agency. Again, I'm sure, and anyone who knows me here knows I've said this many times. I looked to my wife. I'm like, in a couple of years, we can retire. We're going to be on holiday in the Caribbean. Next thing, it'll be somewhere near Lisa. Not quite Trinidad and Tobago, but more like Dominican Republic. 2 years I promised myself. Yeah. Can you guess what happened? In 2 years, I'd achieved the sum total of nothing. Nothing. I didn't know whether I was coming or going. I didn't have any income to talk about. And the employees I employed were mostly useless, but hell, it's not them, it's me. I accept this. I'm a bad manager. Okay, but there are also some employees that would drag you down. Here's my point. Whatever you think you're going to do is going to take you longer than you think. Longer. Now, to achieve a bold idea would take longer than you ever imagined. Look, like I said, my story is one. I'm sure all of you have the same story. Where you thought you would be right now is not where you are. Maybe some of you are ahead. Maybe some of you are behind. Maybe some of you are somewhere else. That's the reality of trying to achieve your bold idea in 2025. So I would plead with you to give a thought to the mind of Thomas Edison, the man who failed in his wish to create a light bulb 9,999 times. Think for a second. What did Edison think when the light bulb blew up on times number 9,997? What would you have thought of? Really? When do you give up? Sarah says, "Call me a dreamer." I wonder how many people in this life can write an anthology together in 2025. Many could, Sarah. Many can, but how many will is the question we're asking, right? Time will tell. I say whether people do or don't. I'm saying, the reality is, it's a challenge. This is why I'm saying what I'm saying now. Maybe your anthology will actually be printed in 2026. I know many authors waiting for me to publish their book. I'm saying, right, yeah, in our schedule, guess what? I'll get round to it. Paulette's book today is my priority. Tomorrow is it's Laverne's books, and the day after that, there's many other books. Eventually, I'll get to my books before Christmas comes. So around Christmas, that's why I'm taking Christmas period off, 2 weeks of working in peace and doing my peace and quiet. After Cyrus's event on Monday, where it's having his year in review. My friends, let's go back to the point. Think for a second about what Edison was thinking when he failed time number 9,997. Would you have given up? Would you have carried on? How much longer would you have carried on for? The point, of course, is that you can't give up. Once committed to your goal in 2025, Cyrus, you got to be prepared to do everything it takes. And trust me, achieving your goal, whatever it is, writing that book, publishing an anthology, creating a software, building a home, building a not-for-profit, it's going to take everything you've got. This business is bankrupt. If I stop today, I'll be bankrupt. That's the point, right? Whereas it's taken me on a weird journey to get to where I am today, and thank goodness I'm here now. So did I see that I was going to be doing books in right now when I started in 2015? Of course not. Books? What books? Bestsellers? No, are you mad? I've never thought such things ever. Any of you been doing events on LinkedIn? No, they didn't exist. So how would I have known, right? No, my point is this, my friends. Your journey will be nothing that you think is gonna be. It's just not gonna be. Maybe another truth to tell you is simply that you don't even know a bit of what you must know to achieve your bold idea. Whether in 2025 or 2026, whenever. You haven't got a clue. You think you do. Yeah, but you, like I say, to achieve your bold idea, your mindset will change. Your technical skills must improve tremendously. Your business skills. If you don't learn how to manage a business and grow a business and manage people and manage money, your business will sink. Your bold idea will never happen. Maybe also even our self-care skills, our life skills must also improve. This means you better get ready to learn. Only by learning do you see opportunities in front of you, because the journey would not be what you think it's gonna be. I'm not doing marketing like I thought I was gonna be when I started off. You're not good now, neither are you gonna be. If you know better than or different to me, come and tell me on stage. Come and tell us. We'll have to learn from you, right? So now you know things won't go the way you want. You must be ready to learn, and you must be ready to, I guess, focus on the prize. A lot of people think the goal is the prize. The goal is not the prize. Right? And this one is that point. Again, this is crucial to understand. The prize is its transformation. As Ollie was saying about the books, the prize is not how many books I sell. The prize is the transformation for my readers. The prize is transformation for my authors. The prize is transformation for the world. The prize is transformation for my life. To have published that book, to achieve your bold idea, it's it's like a dot in the space of time, right? In human existence, you think of it that way. But it's the transformation that achievement is going to give you that you're after. What am I trying to say? Focus on the prize. How you get there almost doesn't matter. That's the truth of it. You may have to pivot. You may have to change totally what you're doing. You have to say you suddenly have to learn a hell of a lot more things. You're going to make some friends. You're going to lose many friends. You're going to make new relationships. You're going to burn many relationships. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to learn. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to learn. You're going to fall off your horse. Feel like you're going to, that you're at the end, but you have to get back on the horse. See, all of this simply means you need total commitment to the result. You need total commitment to the transformation. The goal. When you achieve a goal, what happens is you start another one. So whereas the end result is what you want to focus on, right? The prize, as I call it. I want to see my son, become a doctor, and we can pay for all of that without him having to break his back necessarily, working unless he wants to, of course. I want him to have all the opportunities in the world. I don't want him to miss out on something because he can't afford it. But that's going to go and learn something somewhere. Who knows, right? But you must have total commitment to the cause. Total commitment, and you must be willing to risk all your money and all your resources. You must be willing to face true hardship, and you must be willing to get to the edge many times, many times. Yeah, that time when you feel like giving up. If you never get there, you're not trying hard enough. Your goal is not big enough. Your bold idea is not that bold. You have to be truly willing to risk everything, to give everything. When you're willing to do that, then you know that this is your thing. A lot of people look at you and say, I don't know what my passion is. They're not willing to die for anything. They're not willing to fight for anything. They're not willing to give everything for anything. Don't be that person. If that's how you feel about your bold idea, what can I say? Find a way to find that belief in your heart about this thing you're working towards. Because if you do find that thing in your heart, if you do find the belief, the passion, the desire to achieve this, whatever this is, if you find that, my friends, guess what happens? Miracles happen. Miracles happen. Miracles happen. Suddenly, when you have that total belief, that dedication, that commitment, never give up approach, things will fall in line for you in 2025. The right people, the right opportunities, the right resources suddenly become in front of you. If maybe hopefully you know that this happens every day. What we truly want will come to us if we do the right work. The question I'm asking you is, do you really want to achieve this bold idea? Do you really? Really? What are you willing to give to achieve it? What have you told the universe, your God, that you're willing to do to exchange in return for achieving the ends that you want? Again, the goal is not the end. The prize is the end. The prize is what you're working for. How much does that prize really mean to you? We're back to this thing about now. Do you really feel it? Yes, you feel it. Okay. And what are you willing to do now you feel it? How much are you willing to give? A bit? A lot? Everything? And let's just say everything. Life will be hard. Achieving a goal will be hard. Look, here's my second example for you. Again, for why life does not go the way we want, but the brave and the committed never waver. Spare a moment to think about our friend. I call him many other names. I'm not actually a fan of his. Elon Musk. Right? He starts on a mission to supply the world with electric cars, making driving technology fully electric. He starts working on his Tesla cars in the 70s, through the 80s, through the 90s. Yes, it's made him the richest man in the world. Yes, he's got some dodgy cars on the road. I'm not a Tesla fan. I'm not an electric car fan. I'm more into a hybrid and electric, right? So it's created this super. Now he's achieved the result he wants, the life he wants. Certainly, he's achieved the prize. His car's on the road, so technically, he's achieved his bold idea. And then he looks around and thinks, "Damn! Every other car manufacturer has just literally copied me, and they're right here where I am. My car's not. Is my car better than theirs? Are their cars better than mine?" You see, that's commitment to the cause. It's taken him decades. It will take you decades to achieve your big idea. And then when you look around you, you think you've been shafted because there's people who are doing the same thing as you. So now you must carry on and find the next level. Maybe recreate a whole new endpoint. I said that when you are the richest man in the world, like Elon Musk, what do you do? When you are the richest person in the village, like you're gonna be, then what? Do you stop? Do you create more? Do you set more new goals? What do you do? This is why I say again, your bold idea is it's an endpoint of sorts, but it's not really the endpoint. It's just a part of your journey. Now, Elon then decides, okay, I want to fly space rockets to the moon, to Mars and back, and make them land upright so they can be used again. I want to create telecoms services that don't require traditional telecoms infrastructure. That's pretty genius, right? Now, how many of us truly think when we achieve our goal, that's it, we give up, we're going to go sleep and just take the money and run? I do. I'm lazy. I'm lazy. If I can build a company big enough and have people work in the company so I can make money while I sleep, and that money, fulfills my numbers to give me financial freedom, like I mentioned earlier, then I may just go and retire. What would you do? What happens to you when you achieve your bold idea in 2025? Like I say, you don't really want to achieve your bold idea in 2025. What you really want to be is on the road, on the right road. Knowing your process, knowing the steps that you're going to have to go through, and starting now. You get on the road. At least that way, if things have to change, then you'll pivot. Where the things you have to learn, you begin to learn. The things you have to leave behind, you leave behind. That's what it takes to prepare to achieve your bold idea in 2025. That's my take anyway. The part of me loves this medium to just talk to you, my friends. But you're too kind, Shala. I don't know. No, the TED Talk thing, I think it's shorter than this. I think, yeah, it's definitely shorter than this, right? But one day I think we're all going to work towards being speakers. And I suddenly realized that this platform gives us a chance to truly be seen for the speaking we do. If I had to do a TED Talk, I would be a lot more animated now. I say that now. I'll be a lot more. What's what I'm looking for? Yeah, animated is the word. I'll be a lot more excitable. It's probably what I'm looking for, right? Anyway, thank you so much. You're too kind. My friends, I can carry on talking to you. Someone wants to ask me a question, I can answer your question. You don't ask a question. You don't ask questions. You come on stage. You want to come and share your thoughts. I'd love to hear from someone. Otherwise, I will happily. So I'll give you a couple of minutes for you to come back to me with some questions. I'm looking at all these comments to see whether there's any question in there. You can't truly achieve success without others. I agree with you there. Is it a TV channel where you only speak or empowering others? I'm happy to hear from you, of course. Yes, without others, there's no wisdom. Oh, that's what you said about wisdom. Yes. Again, Ollie, I could take many things from that. I think our bold idea must be about serving others. It has to be. You know, that's where everything is. That's where fulfillment lies. Now, when I spent weeks trying to write my goal, only when I got around to, okay, I want to elevate others. I want to publish their books. I want to make them the stars. I want to help people who want to get published and not have to go and pay big fees to traditional publishers. That's when I find joy. I want to do audio rooms. Yes, I do events, and I say I do these lives. I do even the lives now, and that's I can't say audio rooms. You know, and it's never about me. It's about my friends who get seen, get heard at the events. You know, today really is one of those days. You know, it's rare for me. You know, and you all know me, right? And I love to have someone else who's a star. You know, but I will say this, which is why I'm doing this. You know, you need to keep yourself in front of people. Yeah, it's easy to do in audio rooms where they can't see you. But if you don't keep yourself in front of people, without the visibility, it'd be very hard to build your brand, to build interest in whatever it is you're offering. You know, again, so maybe the lesson that I learned is people will say no to whatever you offer, even if it's free. And then Natalie does a lot of not-for-profit stuff. So is that different? I'm not sure. You know, but I think many people will say no to you. So it means you have to get in front of many more people, whatever your idea is. And sometimes you just got to do your marketing. That's life, right? You know, it's, you know, we have an opportunity. You know, if you don't market your products and your services, then people are not going to see you. They're not going to be interested in doing business with you. That's just life, right? You know, we have to be willing to get out there and tell people, here's my solution for you. I guess I feel lucky that I don't know. I don't have to tell you, and I do have to every so often try and tell people, look, we're gonna do audio, we're gonna do live stream events for you. We're gonna build your community. We're gonna get you friends. We're gonna support you. Say, but no, I'm truly happier. I'm happiest when I say to people, I'm not gonna try and sell you anything. Come to our event. Come and see for yourself. When you see for yourself, then you know what I'm talking about. Then let's talk again. You can see how this can help you. Then we talk. I don't have any here who are not my customers. I'm saying literally, you know, marketing is part of it. It's part of the game. Your bold idea is not worth anything if no one knows about it. You know, how are you going to market your bold idea in 2025? You know, you have to build that machine. You have to build that machine, and I think, you know, maybe part of the mindset is once you commit to be that person, once you commit to be the one that achieves that thing, that bold idea of yours, right? Then you have to find a way to share it with your customers, the ideal clients, people you exist to serve. If you don't share it with them, they can't benefit. You know, make your marketing plan a key part of your strategy, your preparations for your bold idea. So I could talk to you, Professor Roxana. Thank you so much. No, TED Talk, she calls it. No, you humble me. You humble me too. I will learn how to enjoy this platform to just share some of my insights. hopefully it's useful. Hopefully it's useful to someone. I'll say that for sure, right? You know, hopefully it's really someone gets something out of it. You know, that's what I do. I do what I do for in terms of my marketing. If I can change someone's mind, one person, to say, oh, okay, I'll try that. I'll take it. You know, if these lives are freaking you out, if I can do it, you can do it too, right? You know, so Lisa's done lives. Dr. Roxana's done many lives. I said, Ollie's, you know, thank goodness for Ollie who comes to join us and always contributes. So say Cyrus, you know, always a gem. Say Michelle, you know, she you know, she does her events too across different platforms. Of course, William as well. You know, so you know, we can all do lives, and so it's never going to kill us, right? My friends, I can't thank you enough for being here. Who's private chatting me in my own my single event? Okay, Ollie. Thanks, Ollie. Okay. Oh, let me see where I am with Paulette. Oh, Paulette's bestseller. It's going like a dream. It's going like a dream come true. It really is. Yeah. He's cool. So, of course, I don't know. As we stand, Paulette's international bestselling author already for this book. So, this book is an international bestselling book. Many times, many times, but it's not over yet. We want more. We always want more, and we're going to get more. As we stand, there's a number I'm looking at, but that number must go up. You know, I wonder if Paulette's going to be a record breaker for bestsellers. I wonder. The good thing is that this is a release of the book, so every time Paulette gets a bestseller, she also gets a hot new release award. So, it's magic to do what you do. It really is. I'm talking to myself in third person. Maybe I'm going mad, but I love the powers that God's given me to. It's not God. I don't believe in God. I marvel at the gifts I have to serve people. And every time that I do serve people, I'm like, wow, can't believe that's me. But it is. Yeah. I wonder what excites you the same way, my friends. You know, I know everyone here has their own mission. Everyone has their thing, right? The question then becomes, what are you going to do with your gift in 2025? You know, it's a question only you can answer, my friends. You know, are you going to keep the same? Are you going to keep doing the same thing? Are you going to just keep doing the same thing, maybe just a bit more, a bit different? Or are you going to truly go for it and aim to change your world and aim to change the world? The choice is yours, my friends. The choice is truly yours. Look, thank you so much, everyone that's been here. Thank you. If you haven't bought Paulette's book, I'm sure you will have. Now, please buy the book. Send me confirmation. I'm gonna put you in the prize draw, so hopefully you can win the prize. You can win the top prize. What's that? That's a bestseller, US. Okay. You know, we need more. We need more, my friend. We need more. Always need more. Anyway, look, enjoy your evening. I'd say thank you so much. If you have rooms, please invite me. I'd love to come to and say, now I can sit down and enjoy myself for a little bit. So I'm looking forward to reading your story, says Lisa. To Mr. Cyrus, indeed, set minds cannot adapt, literally or figuratively. They cannot evolve fully. Perpetuality, in the end, is the enemy of the enemy, of my enemy. The confusion, my friend. No, it's true. No, when we talk about mindset, I remember someone saying, "No, call it mind flow." If you do that, I think you might just confuse everyone. But I get what you're saying. You know, we must. Maybe that's the takeaway from today, Natalie. That the fact that whatever we think is going to happen is not how it's going to happen. It's just not. Yeah, who saw COVID coming? Who saw, the government changing? Who saw anything that's happened to us now? Who saw LinkedIn audio coming in? Who saw LinkedIn audio going this year? I'm saying whatever you think is going to be your path, your journey, it's not going to be. And indeed, that being adaptable being flexible whilst keeping your eye on the prize. That's a real skill. The skills to be able to spot opportunities, know when to pivot, know when to change, know when to do more of, know when to do more of something better and differently, but know when to change completely, into new areas, new industries, new solutions. When you have that adaptability, and again, I don't think we have that within us necessarily at the beginning. I think it comes from the belief we have in the goal, the belief we have in our bold idea, the belief and the commitment we have in the prize, the transformation that we seek, and that this is the way forward. Look, I'll leave. Maybe I'll leave you one last thing before I play my outro music. That concept. That concept of where almost like you can't give up, right? You can't turn back. No, there's a what is it's not like a dying wish. It's almost like the thing that you can't not do. Almost like the last thing you do before you die. I mean, it's a concept. You have to truly buy into what you're doing. Where there's no turning back. So give me a second. So I work out what the term is, right? If anyone knows about what I'm thinking of, then please. It's on the last thing on my mind. It's almost like, this thing that you can't not do. Oh, I know what it is. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I think the concept of burning desire. Maybe that's the way we should think. Maybe that's the way we have to think. Your bold idea must almost be like your burning desire. See, but the concept of burning desire, it comes from, I guess, a war situation. A general takes his soldiers to war on an island. They get to the island, and the general says, "Burn the boats." What? Burn the boats? Burn the boats. Why? Because the only way we're going to get off this island is if we win. And so the concept of burning ambition becomes a thing. So if you make your bold idea and achieving the prize, your burning ambition, where there's no choice. There's no choice, right? If you don't do it, then life is ruined anyway. If you do it, then you survive, then you grow, then you have a chance to do more. Like I mentioned Elon Musk earlier, right? Truly use your bold ideas, that thing that fuels you, because that is what it is, right? That's how big your bold idea is. And make it a burning desire. There's no failing. There's no going back. Because in business, there is no going back. And if you think there's a plan B for your business, you're gonna find plan B, C, D, E, F. Plan anything, plan everyone who's gonna distract you from what you want to do. Be so committed to your cause, to the people you serve, to your idea, to your solution, that they would have to kill you for you not to deliver that solution to the world. I'll leave it there. If your solution really is that good and that great and that brings that sort of passion out of you, then you can't go wrong, my friends. You really can't go wrong. Look, thank you so much. So Mary, I see you. Thank you for commenting as well. So thank you so much, everyone. Look, enjoy your evening. If you find any events, let me know. If you haven't bought Paulette's book, most of you, I think most of you have, right? No, so thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Truly, we appreciate you. We'll thank you more as the days go by. Enjoy your Tuesday. I'm going to play my outro music and then be in the studio with myself. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye, 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 bye.
Every step forward is a new beat to your drum. Achieve success with Global.Media.com. Let's celebrate it with or without champagne or rum.
What's wrong with you? Why are you screaming?